Yesterday was sketchy, well today is extra fucking sketchy, alright?
More end of this will be pretty badass.
I got no home, I got no wife, but I'll be a doggone cowboy all of my life. I'm up at the crack of dawn, and I throw the bacon on. Seems somehow my work is never through.
They don't belong in this setup. However, there were labels here. I followed those labels, and the coils did absolutely fuck all except get piping fucking hot. Coils are supposed to get warm. See if I'm even in the right ballpark here. Somebody already did me the favor of getting rid of the fucking keys. Perfect. I actually don't like bikes with keys. Buttons are better. Okay, wiring to the can is mostly complete. Only really missing wiring for the front light and the rear light, but we're not there. Los amigos que venían de Martinique.
Ahí viene el cabello, nadie tiene ganas de bailar. Y me queda su cadera. Well, I'm so above you, it is plain to see. But I came to love you anyway. De tu vida para siempre. Hoy llego a lo que me vino, que ya estoy arrepentido de lo que te hice sufrir. Mañana me vacilo, me amanezco. A las 7 de la mañana me vacilo, me amanezco. Vaya preparando el sancochao, o preparen un levanta muerto. vaya preparando el sancochao o preparen un levantamiento.
Move. This is what you call riding music. All the gangsters are riding to it. Come on, let's roll. I can show you how we do it when we ride to that riding music. Let's go, let's go. This is what you call riding music.
Well, time has come to put the rear sprocket on, measure for the chain length. Woo! We can start moving with the rear end.
I'm lonesome but happy, rich but I'm broke, and the good Lord knows the reason. I'm just a cowpoke from Cheyenne to Douglas, the ranges I know, 'cause I drift with the wind.
Well, I had a massive fucking brain fart when building this battery box. Do you see a fucking problem here? It is right in the fucking way of the chain. Because I didn't have a chain in place back then. Now I realize it. Oh! Chain is on, but there is a slight little issue. I'm already at the max adjustment over here, and I have just enough room to build a fender and everything else over there. I'm afraid if I take a link off and I adjust it, it's gonna be tight here, and I could cut this out, but I kind of don't want to. I could, but I don't want to. So I think in order to take up this this little bit of slack right here, I'm gonna get a tensioner. I'm gonna get a tensioner and weld it right here. I think a tensioner would work out. In case you're wondering why I'm even making exhaust hangers, I mean, it looks pretty good, right? Secure, follows the curvature, not a problem. There is one enormous fucking problem. You see this right here? See that? I don't know if the camera's picking that up very well. You see that? That little bit of vibration there? And this being a hardtail, everything's gonna vibrate like a motherfucker. And you know what's gonna happen over time? See those tiny little fucking studs that hold the exhaust on in the front? You can deduce what's gonna happen when you have a really long lever arm vibrating thousands and thousands of times over those tiny little studs. Yeah, no good. That's why I'm gonna secure them back here with hangers. Not really hangers, I guess you can call them brackets. Now that I'm down here for a moment, I just realized how fucking disgusting this weld is. What in the flying fuck? Look at this shit. I mean, obviously there's some paint and rust from the time, you know, that it was done a long time ago, but that shit's barely on there. Look at this one. Look at that one. Look at that one. And it's just, that's the motor mount. I'm gonna go ahead and come back to that after the exhaust. If I have nowhere else left to go here, I'll never be able to tension this fucking chain again. Unless I put this fucking spring-loaded tensioner here that's gonna make up for that. See how we get this guy on there. It's a weld on. Gotta do a couple measurements and throw this guy here somewhere. Last thing I want to do for tonight is see if I can turn these into LEDs. So basically take the guts out of these and transplant them into here. These are Chinese junk, really, but it is a glass lens and a metal housing. I like that. But the bulb is pretty much fucking permanent in there. You can't change it if you wanted to. I don't like that. Might as well fucking make it LED. Gonna go ahead and see how this works out. Well, that's all there is to it apparently for this LED light. This is literally it. And the reflector. Everything else is just housing. I only cut the wires that fucking short because the rest of the wire here is fucking epoxied into place. I'll just have to make them longer. Not a problem. Now let's see if we can make them fit in there. And this is the LEDs inside of the square housing, but without that weird divider thing. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how it actually functions on the bike. But for now, I think I'm going to run them like this. Alright, a little JB Weld on that one over there. This one's already assembled. Now this one is going to get the old voltmeter on the back of the housing. Because I like knowing where voltage is on the bike. And there's no real convenient place to put it where it won't be awkward. Oh yeah, baby. I was originally gonna use this fender, but it has a fucking gaping hole right here. And they did a fucking shit fucking patch on it. It's fucking garbage. And it could be fixed, but honestly it's not worth it. Because even if I patch this the right way, the rest of the fender itself is beat up. It's fucking beat up. It's got two massive fucking holes back here. And on top of that, the cutout for the chain. I want the fender to sit around here more or less, right? Well, look where the cutout for the chain is. It's a fucking mile away. And it covers nothing down there. So, it's not long enough. It beats a fuck. I got those guys over there. These are about the right diameter. Obviously way too fucking wide. But it gets a little bit tricky on this one. Because instead of having both sides with this nice little radius, it's got a radius on one and it's flat on the other. So I'm gonna have to cut half of this guy, or not really half, a piece of this one, and a piece of the outside on that one, and still put them together, but it'll work. Just takes a little work.
Salió la última vez que en alguien yo confié. Me compré una foría, Cupido se la vacié. No me vuelvo a enamorar, no, no me vuelvo a enamorar. Sigue tu camino que sin ti me va mejor. Ahora tengo a otras que me lo hacen mejor. We made us drink the drink, we drunk and we got drunk.
a dónde se para el dinero que yo tiro, lo gano con mi cuchara.